I'm really not sure if all the enemies are gone or if some of them are still around here. Well, at least there's no one in here.
Fantastic, we've got them. Now we can move on to cleaner pastures.
Okay, wait, there's still... Okay, they're over there. Yeah, okay, they're in the fungus room.
I would like to die first.
Everyone all right?
I thought that was supposed to be a medical drone. Oh well. I guess not. You. Okay. Who ate my lunch? I don't know. But I do think that we are done here. Everyone down here is dead. So that means we're done. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I thought pressing F would get that to work, but it said E instead. Alright.
This is Halcyon
Right. That one.
News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisements.
Sup, lady?
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed.
Got the parts for the radiator.
Good
Now-
work.
Now
I'll
what?
take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight mantipillar infestation.
I'll make my way there.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you.
Okay. So... Oh. Down there? I guess. I'll figure it out. I want to go turn in this other quest. And then I'll do that.
Generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity. Oh, right. You had a question?
Never mind. That about answers it.
Hi.
Hey there.
Oh.
Be seeing you.
I guess it wasn't you that gave me the quest. Was it you? It was you.
How goes the hunt? I've been ruminating on it, and I decided, if you ain't killed MacLeod yet, I want you to hurt him a little before you do. Nothing excessive, mind you, but the scoundrel deserves a light beating at least before he kicks off.
Good news. I killed Captain MacLeod and I roughed him up before I did him in.
I believe I'm growing fond of you, bounty hunter. If you got the Mardets' backs, the Mardets have got yours. Here's the bounty payout. Nice work down there. With any luck, we can hire more sharp-eyed bounty hunters like you in the future.
Yay! Any more bounties?
With that bastard MacLeod dead, there ain't much else in the offing.
Oh.
Not that I'm complaining, mind you.
Okay. Fine. Ooh, I got reputation. Yay. Oh, dude.
Spacer's choice.
Anyway, fair warning, you're still logged into one of the public terminals.
Shit. Oh, shit. No, I mean, yeah, excellent. Yeah, that was intentional.
This poor guy.
As the face of Spacer's choice, it's my honor to be a public figure. Who needs privacy when you have job security? Have a look.
Anyway, I just wanted to sell you things. Okay, I think this is the elevator that she wants me to take. What is this? It says use, but I don't know what that means.
See me limping a bit. You alright, Mr. Vicker? Need us to slow down?
What are you implying? I am perfectly fit. My knee is just acting up.
There's no shame in being older, Mr. Vicker. Don't worry. The captain and I will take care of you.
I need neither your advice nor your pity, young lady.
The controls are in the back of the machinery shaft area. Keep clear of the radiator. You don't need to kill the Caterpillars, but I'd be mighty grateful if you did. I've got this thing about dying insects.
Here we go!
Uh-oh. What? What? Where are you?
Don't mess with us.
Well, I guess they're dead. Weird that I was just killing an entire swarm of insects there. Oh, there's a terminal over there. Whoops. Why am I on fire? That's always a question that needs to be asked. Why am I on fire? Arrival confirmation to HHB Earth HQ, transmitted via probe, archived at source. It is my honor to report that Groundbreaker has successfully arrived at the Lagrange point, having released our cargo of prefab housing settlers and supplies at their intended colony worlds. May they prosper and expand. Now the stages of 1 and 2 of mission have been carried out, my family will take ownership of the Groundbreaker as specified in our contract, keeping the ship in active duty as an independent trading post, repair stop, and cargo bay. I'd be remiss if I closed this transmission without sending my hopes and best wishes back to Earth. There's so much ahead of us, but we'll never forget what we left behind. Just a reminder. Some very rich and unsavory elements among our colonial neighbors seem to have the wrong idea about why I flew us out here. It wasn't for a 9-figure blood money salary and a Spacer's Choice logo stamped on my ass. It wasn't to nickel and dime passing ships out at their last bit. Groundbreaker has no role in the success or failure of Halcyon's corporate entities. Period. I negotiated that understanding and clearly outlined it in writing before I ever set foot on the ship. If anyone wants to dispute or compromise our independence, they will have to answer to Tennyson. We're a family operation. Even with the last Tennyson falls, Groundbreaker will remember us and defend its freedom accordingly. Interesting. Oh, I touched the fire there. That's what happened. That's why I'm on fire.
Good news? Song tells me the security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of mantis.
Oh, good.
Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next.
Oh.
Speak fast if you can. Shoot back if you need to. I can always fix them later.
Alright then. Nothing here. Oh, wait. Nope, still nothing. Okay.
Keep quiet.
Right, so is there anything... She wanted to go armed. Okay, so I don't get any extra rewards if I don't injure any of the robots, which is sad. Well, I mean, it's fine too, because it would be a bit annoying if I had to go through this without killing any robots. And just leaving them.
Here we go. That's it up.
Okay.
Incoming.
Okay. There's lots of explosive barrels around here. I just didn't want to, like, explode them and kill my friends, because that would not be helpful. Anything in here? No, everything else is below. Did something happen that you weren't expecting?
Mercy kill.
Achoo! Kitty sneezes. Spunky says sneeze. Oh, did I check that? I did not.
That's the terminal. I have the parts in position on my side. Go ahead and cycle the droplet pumps.
Cool, I'll
If
just
you
do
don't know
that.
what that means, just look for a command that says cycle droplet pumps.
Oh. I'll do that then. Oh, I see. That slate's there. I just happen to pick the right location to go to. Oh well. Logs. Cobbled together. The staff is getting restless. Workaround and half-cocked solutions are all we've got to mend Groundbreaker's bones. In many cases, we can't revive one system without cannibalizing another. Grandma lived with that reality, and so will I. I can rally our spirits, but what happens when I'm not around? Groundbreaker's real test will be seeing if our independence outlasts me. I'll take that bet. Old plans, new problems. Found some Chief of Guyung's old schematics. Groundbreaker must have taken a beating during the crossing because she spent half of her career patching it up. Lots of corners cut when they put this place together. Among her papers, I also found the layout of a hangar that doesn't match any of my docks. Something that might have gotten sealed off along the way, like blood cells isolating an infection. I had to put sentiment down in print, but every time I open a panel, I find some workaround in the guts of the old bird. I feel like it's like I can feel you reaching out to me from the past, Grandma. Cycle this.
Done. The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you thanks.
Yeah. Cool.
My dad taught me some French, you know? Stuff about omelets and,
Omelette du
I could
fromage.
take a look at that journal.
By all means. I would be astounded, yet astronomically in your debt.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing at all about eggs and cheese in here. Sorry.
Very helpful. Thank you.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Okay.
units to defend.
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right.
Yay!
The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
Ooh. What's it like being in command around here?
Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life or death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand.
Parvati here could always help you shoulder the burden.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm really just a dab hand with a wrench. Nothing special. Not like a chief engineer.
Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker on Groundbreaker. Just someone who knows how a ship ought to feel. We're always thirsting for help. If you could find your way around this labyrinth of ducts and panels, we could work something out.
The ship is a family business?
Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the Groundbreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gang, kept it together during the crossing and until she died. I was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took the leap from chief engineer to captain.
They must have been amazing people to have taught you all you know, I mean, which is a lot.
That means a lot coming from a fellow engineer.
My condolences, Junli. I'm sure those were some big shoes to fill.
Appreciate it. There wasn't much that took me by surprise about the job, but the little things you never expect or think about, they add up over time. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. This ship is family. It's got tinkerings and bypasses that only Tennysons know about.
Why would this be an option for me to ask? Anyway, aren't you a little young to be training a successor?
You see any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? I didn't think so. The next captain won't have my heritage. I'll have to foster that talent from somewhere. It's only a question of when.
Other questions.
You've got my attention.
You don't have a lot of faith in the board.
You're right. I don't. The board is after two things, bits and power, and they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong.
How do you keep them at a safe distance?
I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants and reclaim the docking fees in my lifetime. Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. I'd like to see that change.
Other
You've got my attention.
questions. And I'll leave. Whoa! The level up sound spooked me.
This is Halcyon News.
So it's
We
no
interrupt a
longer...
regularly scheduled advertisement for
The heat is
following
no
service.
longer, like, radiating everywhere.
Remember Auntie Cleo? Because she remembers
So that's a nice thing.
when you were sick, who took your temperature? When you were
Alright.
who gave you
So, what else do we have to do now?
Let's do it now while we still got time.
Oh. I guess I can talk to you. Why would we run out of time? You headed somewhere?
Me? No. But our relaying capabilities? That's on the final countdown.
It's the final
We're going offline
countdown.
in
Do-do-do-do.
2,
Do-do-do-do-do.
1.5.
Do-do-do-do.
Wait, I lost track of my
Do-do-do-do-do.
weeks. Maybe it was 36 or sometime dire soon.
Why are you about to lose comm capabilities?
Our primary relay station's soon to be occluded by a gas giant.
Ooh.
Happens every 40 years or thereabouts. The event's forecasted to last for months, during which we'll lose signal to the station.
And that's our problem, how?
Because we're nice.
We've got backup auxiliary relays, but the one currently
That's
in
why it's
orbital
our
range
problem.
went offline some months ago. We can't spare people for routine maintenance.
Sounds like it's time to get the auxiliary station back online.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I finally got the chief to approve the budget for a diagnostic expedition. But allocating the personnel loss for sending a technical team to the relay station keeps getting denied by Junlei. The chief.
I could check out the relay. No need for official sign-off on that case.
I should say no, but why not? Maybe you can figure out why it's offline. I'll send you with an equipment manual. Hopefully we'll get lucky, or I'll get my approval in time.
Hope you don't mind if I borrow that manual when you're done with it, Captain. I could do with some leisure reading.
Oh, and I'll need you to retrieve a copy of the relay's backup data. I gotta forward any messages from Earth stored in the memory. Better late than never, eh?
What do you mean?
The relay stations orbit the edge of the Halcyon system, so they tend to receive the majority of any transmissions from Earth.
Ooh.
I'm sure the station's got a stack of junk messages just waiting for me to sort through.
You just let messages from Earth sit memory on the orbital relay?
It's not like they're in high demand. Most tend to be adverts on new products, meaning only folks in Byzantium can afford them.
Ah. I'm off. Okay. I should level up. Let's see. Silent voices. I'm not sure I can leave. Yeah, I'm been impounded, so I need to talk to that jerk. Salvager in the sky. Ah. I can do that. Right, so Sublight. Sublight. I haven't spoken to these people yet.
Sublight salvage. Their front looks surprisingly on the up and up.
You reckon we can shop here, or is it all spoke for?
Well, let's find out. I can hack their terminals. Not really hack, I can just look through it. L. Hagen, subject, don't run. We lost another contractor to UDL gunship. This is your daily reminder that legitimate businesses don't run from authorities, and that is what we are. Stay calm, present your papers. If you get tangled up in the courts, I will personally bail you out. Anyone seen Hawthorne lately? I could use some reliable help. Is that us? Are we Hawthorne? I forget. Anyway. Unlike most of you sprats, Catherine is bringing Sublight a consistent income. From today until I say so, you're to treat her as an extension of my desk. Speaking of which, Tobias, order an extension for my desk. LH. Fallbrook shipment. Spectrum vodka, even more than that. The locals aren't picky. Erotica, except for the ones who are. Wow. My scanner says that the Mardets impounded a freelancer ship after Captain misbehaved. The crew dropped so many bits at Vera's place that they couldn't afford to lift the impound. Whoever gets me salvage rights gets to sit quietly in my office and watch professional work. One of ours had an altercation with one of theirs. Lost another contractor. Scrapped the ship, dedicated a tenth of the salvage to funeral expenses. I take care of my people. A little sprat told me that a crate of spoiled sister pork ended up in the bottom of a Monarch Canyon. Let's see how much we can sell. Speaking of which, no one eat at Auntie Cleo's stall until I say so. Something in the kitchen's gone bad. The next time one of us finds an abandoned ship and decommissions it, they had better dispatch a ground team to the debris field before the marauders have their turn. Just because we're salvagers doesn't mean we have to be scavengers. Okay. Let's talk to this person.
You don't seem to like traveling with us much.
Why in the architect's name would you say that?
It's just that you're real grouchy.
I love the fact they talk to each other.
I'm not grouchy. I'm just irritated by inane questions.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, see, when you say it like that, it makes me wonder.
Hi.
Welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping, a legitimate business for legitimate consumers.
Yes, it sounds even more legitimate when you say it like that.
Flying the unreliable?
That's right, name's Captain Hawthorne.
Sure you are. Miss Lily has been expecting you. I'll unlock the door.
You're a Sublight employee?
Sure am. A few years back, they got me started on simple acquisitions. You know those latches they put on cargo bays ain't worth a damn? These days, I stick to HQ and look after Miss Lilia.
Should go. Alright. Oh, would you look at this place. What's this? Dangerous Frontiers by Ophelia Sweeney. It's intriguing how we devoted our resources to the stars when there were still so many problems to be solved on Earth. Exposing our fragile species to the breadth of the cosmos renders settlers and spacers alike vulnerable to the mysteries of the other worlds. The fate of the outbound civilization could hinge on a single miscalculation, an unobserved variable, and any number of alien catastrophes. Recklessness and impatience are, perhaps, hardwired features of humanity, and not errors in our genes, as others might imply. That's locked. Ooh. You get a balcony. That's impressive. You also have a couple of armed people nearby, and I doubt they're going to be happy about me breaking into that room over there, even though I really, really want to. Anyway.
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Saves me the work of hunting you down.
Yay.
Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you wouldn't have come.
Saw your job opening. Oh, well, here. Name's Taco, Captain of the Unreliable.
Charmed. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere.
I didn't kill him.
I didn't ask. I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings.
I'm sorry, I have the opposite of reliable.
There's a catch.
It's unreliable.
There is always a catch.
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested?
What's so special at Stellar Bay?
First, an embargo that's been active ever since the board pulled its forces off-world. Few regulations, plenty of freedom. And second, all the goodies that no one had time to pack.
I don't have a nav key. Can I take the job?
I like that initiative, but ease back on the throttle. Gladys at the Rest and Go might have what you need. If there's anything else, be quick about it. Time is bits.
Take it Sublight isn't strictly a salvage operation?
These days, the scrap business all but runs itself. Gives me the time to expand our interests into other sectors, where I can let my hair down.
What kind of other sectors does Sublight pursue other than salvage and shipping?
Our field is persuasive acquisitions. At least that's how my legal advisors tell me to phrase it. Not all of our salvage is abandoned when we find it. Sometimes it takes a polite conversation and a shot across the bow. You know, legal formalities.
I'm not against piracy.
Thank you. I work hard to keep it that way.
How organized is this business?
Very. I have this thing about numbers in spreadsheets. Grids in general.
Oh.
I like to think of myself as the last honest businesswoman in Halcyon, but I'll settle for being the most organized one.
You're very honest about Sublight's criminal side.
Hey, careful with the C word around here. I like to keep things above board, and that kind of talk only makes
business
trouble.
Pirates.
Sublight occupies a legal blind spot. No one knows what we're licensed to do, and that gives our little business some freedom. But let's not tempt fate.
Other questions?
Ask.
I have no other questions. I'm leaving.
Seeing you. Make sure you aren't followed on your way out.
Cool. Okay.
Hey, Mr. Vicker. Do you ever get a little bit homesick for Edgewater? For that ocean steamer?
No, I do not.
You're supposed to say yes and go on to explain why. I just want to have a conversation.
Of course you do.
Okay. Well, let's see. I gotta go talk to a jerk. Where's the jerk? There's the jerk. Wow. Really?
I'm just gonna hang in the back and try not to touch anything.
Alright.
You'd think the board and its agents would be more content, sitting at the top of the system's food chain as they are.
Spacer's Choice is enjoying an unexpected windfall. Sources credit an increase in salt tuna
Hey, can I look at your computer?
Great job as always to our
Oh,
hardworking
no,
cannery
I can't.
technicians.
Hey.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
He died.
Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped?
You're very strange. Anyway, I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have.
What was your relationship with him?
He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he?
Sure.
Ah, that's just like him.
He sure
Such a
did.
Sentimental man.
Sure did.
Tell me, how did he die?
He was eaten alive by feral canids.
No. How dreadful. That was always Alex's greatest fear, you know. Devoured by those fiends. Becoming one with their droppings.
Again, I'm very sorry. Can we get back to the topic at hand?
Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
Why is the board so interested in Wells anyway?
You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman.
Terror!
It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm.
Well, Alex never mentioned Phineas Wells. That's technically not a lie because we never spoke to Alex. So technically, since it's not a lie. You see? You see how this works? It's not a lie.
That's... well, that's just terrible news.
I have no idea who this Wells is. No idea. No clue.
The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
What's this about the board having your head?
It's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal.
Anything I can do to help?
Information on the whereabouts of
Not that I
Phineas
care
Wells
about
would
him,
go
but
a long
having his
way.
favor might be good for the future.
Well, it's my white whale, I suppose.
I don't know where he is.
It's fine. Really, it's perfectly fine. I understand. Now, if you've nothing else, please see yourself out. I'd like to drown myself in work.
I'm here about Jessie Doyle and want her debt settled.
Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases.
She's worth more alive than dead. Put her under an indenture contract.
That's not unreasonable.
I guess it's better than losing your organs, but I don't know, Captain. It just doesn't seem right.
Huh.
Miss Doyle is deeply in debt, and the board has every right to do whatever they like to recoup that debt. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate?
Well, yeah, she doesn't have much choice.
I quite concur. It's refreshing to deal with someone practical for a change. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work? Be my guest.
What do you do here?
I'm the certified representative of the board's interests here on the Groundbreaker. I'm their eyes, ears, and busy little hands.
Big fish in a small station. Nice setup.
I have few complaints.
Has it gotten less stiflingly hot in here lately?
You refer to the radiator issue? Oh, goodness, it was dreadful. I was sweating constantly. Chief Tennyson certainly did take her time resolving it.
Wasn't it your fault?
Gracious, no. I can't imagine what gave you that idea. I only facilitated communication between the board and Chief Tennyson. It's not my fault she was stubborn. Deplorable conduct. My superiors will be hearing about it. You can be certain of that.
She did everything she could. It was your people's fault, not June Lay's.
My, aren't you, excitable. Oh, sweetie. I don't owe a grease-stained wrench jockey like her the time of day. Let alone my deference.
Take it back now.
I'm sorry, my temper got away from me. Please accept my sincerest apologies to you and your friend.
Yes. Does that work for you, Papa?
Oh, I'm not used to folks saying sorry. It's not alright exactly.
Don't
but
be
I
mean to
appreciate the
Parvati.
apology.
Not allowed. Against the law.
Well, now that that's dealt with,
What are
was
those
there
locked
anything
doors in
else?
the back?
A luxury stateroom, reserved for Chairman Rockwell's use.
Does the chairman visit here often?
Oh, good law, of course not. He'd never set foot on this decrepit junk
So he
pile.
has this...
As this office is the primary embassy for the board on Groundbreaker, corporate bylaws specifically state a room must be maintained for the chairman's exclusive
So
use.
it's a uselessy room. What are the guards here for?
Oh, you've noticed my friends. Wonderful. Aren't their guns very large? Tremendously impressive.
I could headshot them and kill them.
They're here to keep the peace, of course.
To watch your back, you mean?
Precisely. Groundbreaker makes much ado about its independent status, and so resents any board presence, no matter how benign.
You call keeping officers on the promenade benign?
When the alternative is board guards at their gates, yes, I do. They don't see it that way, of course. Ask away.
I'll just leave. I am kind of curious. I think they could have done a different thing with a conversation about that lady. So I think I'm actually gonna try that instead. Which means I'll have to go back. Anyway, I'll do that.